Hey everybody, welcome back to Bare Ice. So, this past weekend, U.S. Nationals took place, and as expected, there were some things that we pretty much figured were going to happen, and then there was some stuff that kind of came out of left field. So, I'm going to take a look at it. Finally, this was one of the chances that I had to watch everything. I watched all 4 disciplines, so I'm going to cover all 4 disciplines here. Quick reminder, if you're enjoying the channel, please make sure to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up. All right, let's get into it. I'll start off with the women's event. Coming in first, winning the gold medal, the national title, the new U.S. champ, Mariah Bell. Listen, I am excited for her. I've been a fan of Mariah's for a while here, and honestly, I did not know that this was ever going to happen for her. I think the closest she came was back in 2020. The year she debuted this Hallelujah free skate, which was just absolutely gorgeous. She brought the house down. It was such a moment for her, and it just broke my heart that she didn't win. That was back when Alysa Liu was still in her prime, jumping triple axels left and right, and she ended up beating her in the technical score, and Mariah had to settle for silver. After everything that went on last year, where she just kind of regressed a little bit, I did not think a national title was in the cards for Mariah, which really sucks because she's what I call a holdover skater. She's been around for a long time, and despite being around for multiple Olympic cycles, she has not been on the top of the podium. You know, this was the first time she had ever won a national title, and after 2020, I just didn't think it was going to happen. So to see her come out and live up to the moment and deliver here at nationals made me really, really happy for her. Short program was solid. It wasn't anything spectacular. She went for the triple flip, triple toast. She got it around. Originally looking at it, I was like, no, she probably got away with an under rotation or at least a quarter turn. But if you go back and watch it in slow motion, she rotates it. She's past the quarter turn mark. It's not a great landing. She doesn't have much speed or ride out on the edge, but she rotated it, so she got the points. She finished the short program with a 1-point lead, which meant she had to be good in the free skate if she wanted to win, and thankfully she was. This was another one that I went back and looked at because I was kind of thinking she got away with some calls, but if you go back and look at it, she rotates the jumps. They're not pretty. She doesn't have that good flow on the landing, but she gets them around. And if you go back and look at it as well, just kind of in her past competitions, Mariah's not known as an under rotator, and she doesn't get edge calls either. At the most, she'll get a ding on her lutz. She doesn't have that solid outside edge like Karen Chen does, but she doesn't really flutz either. It's a shallow outside edge, but it is an outside edge. So just kind of looking at her history in terms of under rotations and edge calls, it made sense, and I do think the judges got it right in terms of the calls. In the end, she ended up holding off Karen Chen. She finished first, got her first title and a trip to the Olympics. I'm so happy for her. Mariah is like the oldest national champion now at 25 years old. I'm just really excited for her. You could tell how much this meant when they spoke to her afterwards. You know, it's different. This doesn't usually happen for someone her age to, for the first time, you know, achieve that dream of winning the national title and then also going to the Olympics. So definitely a testament to continuing to work and believing in your dream. And that was really touching. And again, I'm so excited for her and I'm so proud of her. And I cannot wait to see her in Beijing. Hopefully she'll have great performances there, just kind of have her Olympic moment. Nobody's expecting her to medal or anything, but if she can go out and just skate well for herself, I think that would be the fulfillment, complete fulfillment of this Olympic dream of hers. So best of luck to her. Coming in second, winning the silver medal here, Karen Chen. Listen, I just nothing but respect for Karen, okay? It has been a long season for her. It has not been her best. And honestly, I wasn't 100% sure what we were going to get here, which is often the case with Karen. But over the years, there is one thing you can pretty much say about Karen. She might not be the best during her regular season events, but she knows how to pull it out at the big competitions. And she did that again here. Short program was solid, but not perfect and kind of cost her a little bit. She opened up with a triple-triple combination, but she did not get all the way around on it and ended up losing some points. Thankfully, the rest of it was great. I mean, it's a gorgeous program. I'm really happy she switched to this Requiem for a Dream program. I remember her competing to this music back in 2015 when she debuted, and it was such a great program for her. Just lots of tension and energy, and she just like, there's a fire to her, and she brought it. She brought it here. It's a kind of a revamped version of that, and I think it is way better than what she had. Solid performance. She ended up second place, just 1 point out of first. She went out in the free skate and she gave it her all, but it unfortunately was not enough. She had the best free skate she's had all season. Let's be very clear about that, but it was not perfect. She opened up with a double axel triple toe. The triple toe got an under rotation, but honestly, I went back and watched all of the jumps in slow-mo. I think she was lucky to get away with not getting a cue on her double axel. She pretty much landed on the quarter turn for that, but they didn't call it. She got through just about everything else cleanly until her last two jumping passes. She landed on the quarter turn for her final lutz, and then her final jump combination, a triple loop double toe, landed on the quarter turn for both of those. She didn't lose the base value on it because it wasn't under rotated, but she did lose the GOE, and unfortunately that ended up costing her. I do think the judges made the right decision. It was close though, and be very clear, it really could have gone either way. I feel like they could have possibly boosted Karen in the PCS mark if they wanted her to win, but I also kind of feel like the judges were like, hey, it's Mariah's turn. I feel like Karen has gotten favors from the judges in years past, and I just think it was Mariah's turn, and I fully agree with that. There's justification for Karen to have possibly edged out Mariah, but the fact that Mariah won, I think, is completely fair as well. Again, though, it really could have gone either way, but I am happy that Mariah won, and I'm happy Karen came in second. I think she was thrilled as well because Karen is now a two-time Olympian. She finished second overall. She's named to the Olympic team, and she is the first consecutive Olympian to go to two Olympics since Sasha Cohen back in 2002 and 2006. You know, Mariah Nagasu ended up going to two Olympics, but there was a pretty big gap. She went in 2010, and then she went in 2018. Karen is a consecutive back-to-back Olympian, and that is amazing. So hopefully Karen will be able to go to Beijing and make some more Olympic memories. I'm happy for her and cannot wait to see her in Beijing. Congrats to her on her silver medal. Coming in third here was Isabelle Livito, getting the bronze medal in her debut performance at the Senior Nationals. Very excited for her. I kind of figured she was one of the ones to watch coming into this competition. You know, she was really solid on her Grand Prix events, and she's just kind of got that little X factor a little bit. She's just a gorgeous skater, and I'm excited to see how she's going to progress. I'm a little iffy about her jumps. Her jumps don't have like that natural kind of power to them. She's a delicate skater. She has gorgeous posture, very straight back, shoulders down. She's just very beautiful to watch, and she presents well. But her jumps to me are not the best. She's getting the rotation now, but I kind of feel like she's relying more on her small size and ability to rotate quickly. Hopefully, as she grows, you know, they will mature her technique with her. So, you know, when she's a little bit bigger, a little bit heavier, she'll still be able to rotate jumps. But for now, enjoying her as she is. I thought she was lovely here in the short program. You know, she definitely made her mark. Went for a triple Lutz, triple loop, under rotated the back end, but everything else was great. Level 4s on everything. Definitely captivated the audience. It was a great moment for her. Did a really good job in the free skate as well. She actually came in second in the free skate. Went for two triple combinations in the bonus. Under rotated the back end of her triple Lutz, triple sow combo. But other than that, everything was good. Like, she came out, she did not come to play. And I think that is the best way to come out, especially when you're young. You know, there was nothing for her to really lose going into here. She's not eligible to go to Beijing, so it's not like she was competing for a spot on the team. She just came out here to skate and have fun, and I think she definitely accomplished that, and I'm super proud of her. I'm looking forward to seeing her develop. I think if she's able to maintain those jumps, kind of make sure that those jumps are where they need to be to survive her going through puberty, I feel like she's going to be an absolutely gorgeous skater to watch. She has that presence to her. She has that presentation with those programs. If she can get like some really great programs and they manage her packaging well, she's going to be a stunner. Absolutely. So congrats to Isabeau on her bronze medal. Pretty sure, assuming that they actually do hold Junior Worlds this year, I'm pretty sure she's on the team, and I'm excited to see her grow. So congrats to her again, and best of luck at Junior Worlds if we have it. Finishing in 10th place here, Gracie Gold. I mean, listen, I could not be happier for Gracie right now. You know, for me, it wasn't necessarily about the placement, even though the placement is not bad. She's back in the top 10 after having missed it for the past few seasons. And, you know, the free skate wasn't the best. She had a couple of jumps that she landed. She kind of started doubling stuff towards the end. But the short program, her moment of these nationals was the short program. One, she's skating to East of Eden, which is just one of my favorite pieces of music. I always think of Michelle Kwan, hold up. Side note, Michelle Kwan is a mama now. She had a baby. Like, she went off and was like secretly pregnant and just announced it that she had a baby. So absolutely so happy for her. Congratulations. The queen is now Mama Queen. So yay, Michelle Kwan. She has a baby. Okay. Anyway, back on topic. Gracie skated to East of Eden, and it was the music just kind of, I feel like it's always such a great piece, especially if you can meet the moment. And she met the moment. She went out there, she landed all of her jumps, completed all of her elements. We saw the first smile, genuine smile we have seen from Gracie on the ice in years. We saw it here. And as a person who wasn't necessarily her biggest fan, but is always a supporter of someone who is trying to do better, I am so proud of her. She has had to fight. She has definitely had to fight, you know, depression and eating disorders and suicidal thoughts. And there were so many times that people were just looking at her like, why doesn't she just move on? Like, this is not good for her. Why is she doing this? I'm one of those people. I can admit that. But seeing her have this moment, to me, it's all worth it. It was all worth it. After her skate, I tweeted, it doesn't matter where she places after this. And to me, it really doesn't. That was the moment she needed to prove to herself that she is a fighter. She is resilient. She is strong. She did it. Like, she went out there under the pressure, under the lights, with all that scrutiny. She went out there and she did it. So I am so proud of her. That moment was her moment. So whether she continues to compete or whether this was her last competition, to me, she went out on a high note. So very proud of her. Could not be happier for her. And best of luck to Miss Gracie Gold. Two skaters who were expected to contend for a medal here, Alysa Liu and Amber Glenn, unfortunately had to withdraw after the short program due to COVID. This whole event was basically a freaking COVID hotbed. You had multiple skaters who ended up withdrawing after contracting it, you know, despite being careful. A lot of them were being careful, but still ended up getting it. Alyssa had a okay short program, went for the triple axel, fell on it, under rotated it, but was able to get up and complete everything else well. So she finished in third place, 71.42, and was right where she needed to be to challenge for the podium. You know, looking at the free skate, Mariah didn't have a triple-triple. Neither did Karen. Alyssa definitely could have made up the points that she was behind. She could have ended up winning this. We won't know. We'll never know, but that's just something to think about. As for Amber, unfortunately, she had a disastrous short program. She finished in 14th place, 54.80. I don't think had she competed in the free skate, it would have made much of a difference, considering how well Isabeau and Karen and Mariah skated and how well Alyssa probably would have skated. I don't necessarily think that Amber would have been able to do enough to get herself in those top 4 spots on the podium. Alyssa has been named to the Olympic team along with Mariah Bell and Karen Chen as expected. I feel like that is 100% the best team that the U.S. can send right now. The alternates are going to be Lindsay Thorngren Amber Glenn, who is second alternate, and Gabriella Izzo, who is the third alternate. Hopefully all of them will be ready. I pray we don't need to call any of them in because, again, I definitely think Bell, Chen, and Liu are the best chance the U.S. has at securing some top 10 spots. But you'll never know. You never know. So congratulations to all of the medalists and congratulations to the 2022 Beijing Olympic team. So this wraps up part 1 of my review. I am reviewing the entire competition. I've still got the men, the ice dance, and the pairs to go. That's going to be in part 2, which is going to be following this one pretty closely. So make sure to check back. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and come back really soon. Part 2 coming up next. Till then, bye.